Hello, we are team 3, Kiana, Haley, Rowan, and myself, Susan. And we're going to be talking about performance management tools for Hannah Bank. But first, I want to tell you a story. Imagine you're at a workplace and you're just starting, a brand new employee, you're just starting your job, and you're excited, you're motivated, and you want to do well. But only after a few months, you're unsure of the expectations that are required of you. Why? Because your managers aren't giving you regular feedback, your goals are unclear, and the performance reviews are only once a year. So, and by the time you find out what's wrong, it's just way too late.
Okay, so we're going to start with the problem that Hannah Bank is having in regards to performance management. The current performance management process is hindered by inconsistent delivery of timely, constructive feedback from leaders, resulting in employees lacking clarity and the guidance needed to improve their performance and achieve actionable goals. So, what this is saying basically is that leaders are not able to give good feedback to their employees, and obviously, this is causing an issue in how the employees are working around the office or being able to achieve the goals that they're doing because they don't have the right feedback for it. So we're going to take a little bit deeper dive and see why this is happening and the root cause analysis. So there's 4 main things that are going on. The first one is that the managers are not trained properly. They're not trained properly in communication or performance management strategies in order to effectively give this feedback to their employees. So that's causing a huge issue to start with. Second, they just don't have enough time. Management is super busy. They have a lot on their plate and they don't have the time to put all their efforts into creating the best performance management system or giving the best feedback. Next, there's a generational barrier because as new leaders are coming in, the old ones are teaching the ways that they've done it before. So we're reproducing the same issues that are causing performance management to be ineffective. And it's happening over and over again as new leaders are coming in. And then lastly, they're still using outdated methods such as spreadsheets instead of trying to modernize their approach to performance management. So using outdated methods might not be the best move in today's world of trying to create the best performance management a company can offer. So there's problems in performance management overall. This is not just affecting Hannah Bank, but other companies also. So 41% of employees have left the job because they felt they weren't listened to and received little or no feedback. 98% of employees disengage from their work when they receive little or no feedback. 98% is a huge, huge number. That's almost the entire workforce. So if your whole workforce is feeling disengaged, that's going to cause a clear issue in productivity, and it's not going to be helpful for a company to be successful in the long run. So that's something that needs to be addressed in order to improve company success overall.
Let's go back to that same story. But imagine the same workplace is now structured with a performance management system. Now imagine that same first day, that same employee meets with managers now. They work together, they build SMART goals, they meet every month with regular check-ins, they discuss progress, and they adjust the priorities as needed.
All right, so I would first like to start off with a little quote, and that is, if you are still relying on spreadsheets and once a year check-ins, you're not just behind, you're losing people. Assess Teams is an AI tool and performance management software that allows organizations to analyze and improve their team performance at a low cost, which creates a great return on investment. Now, before we get into the costs, we will explain how important an AI tool can be in modernizing your organization, boosting productivity, and creating happier, more engaged employees.
So let's talk about what Assess Team can actually do for you. Through data-driven decisions, you can not only connect with your employees, but build high-performing teams. By building real-time reports to anticipate profit potential for specific projects, project types, and teams. Doing a 360-degree collection of feedback from the entire professional circle that provides a holistic view of performance by collecting diverse perspectives from peers, managers, and reports to reduce bias and pinpoint specific growth opportunities. By defining Hannah Bank's goals, we can set expectations and track individuals and business growth in real time. We need to create a collaborative digital feedback culture to boost employee engagement, morale, and productivity. An assess team offers simple competency-based evaluations with 3,000 pre-built KPIs to choose from that eliminate the need to design metrics from scratch while ensuring every role has clear, measurable deliverables. Now, data shows that 80% of employees who receive meaningful weekly feedback reports full engagement. Compare that to disengagement plaguing most modern workplaces. When people know where they stand, they lean in. When they're left in the dark, they check out. This isn't just about feeling good. It's about the bottom line. Companies that prioritize regular, strength-based feedback reduce turnover by 14.9%. Consider this, replacing a single employee can cost anywhere from 50 to 200% of their annual salary. By simply talking to your team, you aren't just building culture, you're generating massive financial savings. The ripple effect continues into performance. Highly engaged teams show 21% greater profitability. Why? Because engagement is directly tied to consistent quality feedback. So how do you bridge the gap? Assess team makes meaningful feedback effortless. With over 3,000 pre-built KPIs and 900 industry standard job profiles, you don't have to spend months designing a system. Whether it's 360-degree reviews or real-time project feedback, we provide the clarity your team craves. And never underestimate the power of a thank you. Employees who receive regular recognition from management are 69% more likely to perform better.
Now, I hope we've sold you up until this point because I think that looks really good. Great return on investment, great application overall, and honestly, it would really help any company. But if that doesn't sell you enough, let's look at the pricing and packages because they have excellent pricing for it to be a great return on investment. So billed monthly, $3 to $6 per person per month, but billed annually, it becomes $2 to $4 per person per month because you're saving up to 30% to do annual billing. These prices are amazing for applications like this. They've been compared with other types of softwares that also work on performance management, and this is offering you everything you could need for a lower price.
Now imagine that same company 1 year later. Instead of managers scrambling to try and remember what each employee did, imagine not having relevant goals and trying to remember what they did in the last year. Imagine being unsure and not meeting with the meeting goals until the next year for the staff. With this system, employees will now understand their roles. They're going to feel supported by their managers, and managers are going to be able to address changes much more early.
Using an existing AI platform will help to streamline performance management processes, and everything that we talked about in the root analysis can be addressed. Managers, it will help fill in the gaps in their training. It will give them more time to work on other things because this system will do it all for them. And we're moving on to modernization, which is exactly what this company will need that AI can help them with.
Don't be afraid to do something great.
Thank you.
Thank you.